Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Common Sense in Europa Universalis IV. So we're getting ready for a war with Burgundy and her vassals. We're going to show them who's boss, and hopefully we can get our character killed. I mean, I would like to use Richard in the beginning so we can win some fights, but at the same time, I would not mind if Henry dies in a siege. You know, someone can push him off of a bulwark or something. Just push him off there. Get rid of him. Oh, look at that, you can actually very clearly see the marsh terrain. I always use this map mode. I don't usually use the regular terrain map mode, but that does a remarkably good job of letting you know that it's marsh, I would say. Anyway, so a couple things I was looking at between videos is that I didn't really pay very much attention to where our merchants are. However, I feel like they are in a pretty reasonable location. We're embargoed by, you know, look at that. Burgundy itself has really low trade power, but Holland is really hurting our trade power here. Anyway, if I don't know, can I embargo my enemy's subject nations? I mean, he's friendly toward me, but because of his personal union, he doesn't want to help me out. I believe it would still cost me the penalty. Yeah. Anyway, we are going to move the merchant that's here into the Rhineland because I want to take advantage of our caravan power. We have 50 caravan power due to development base of 50. I don't know if that's making, I mean, development base is a lot less hard to accomplish, I think, than base tax used to be, but it looks like they've just transferred it to total development. So we're going to pull more wealth from that node here into this one, and then from here into there. And I just think that that's going to be more valuable, because we have the same amount of trade power, whether the wealth is going this way or this way. Lubeck can only go to the English Channel, so as we get more and more trade power here, it'll just come to us naturally. Alright, so, without further ado, let's just play the game a bit. We're going to try to make the papacy like us. We're going to probably, we don't really need to improve relations with Austria too much more. Who hates Burgundy? Denmark does. They have rivaled Austria, France, and me. Denmark is their enemy, so that means that Denmark has rivaled them, which makes them a fairly natural ally. They do have strong sea support, and I believe they do still have their personal unions over... Oh, look at that. Holstein is a vassal under Denmark. Is that... I don't remember that being the case. Is that normal? Well, yeah, I think we'll pick them up as an ally then. And we'll use them against Burgundy. Alright, so our troops are already there. Let's go ahead and get these guys there. Supply limit in Calais. I'm trying to click on the province game. 26, so that's perfect. We can go ahead and train up a few more troops. Just going to go with probably pure infantry. We need 8 more. There goes all of our manpower. Wonderful. My king, France refuses the merchants of Burgundy. Good. Glad to hear it. Already have 7 power projection. Burgundy has counter-rivaled France. Now, I think that depending on what kind of options we have, we do have the Reconquest CB that we can use against them. They are allied with Castile. Interesting. Well, if I declare war on Burgundy, Portugal's still my ally. Portugal will probably honor the call. Yeah, and so that means that they'll end up becoming enemies then, and we can make them be enemies. That's interesting. Castile's navy is probably not going to be strong enough to fight ours. I believe we start the game off with like the most powerful navy in the world. Yeah, we have 27 ships, 7 heavies. Next highest heavies is the Mamluks, actually, which is kind of strange considering they are all inland seas. Oh well, is what it is. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab Richard. Waiting on 3 more troops. Oh, interesting. That's right. Oh, Burgundy has a regency. Cool. It's too bad we didn't get their prestige below 0. They almost could have just lost their vassals. Major change in this patch now is that you have this feature called Movement Lock, where if your units move more than half of the way to a province, then they can't go back. Like, they have to complete the movement. And this is new. This is very strange, very new to me. I'm going to have to get used to it. Need to get the alliance with Denmark. I think we'll just go straight for the alliance now. I think I may have already improved relations a little bit, right? Now we have enemy of enemy. Okay. So I'm assuming that if we were to attack Burgundy, they would join. Let's see if they would join against a... No, no one wants to join a war. Well, Denmark does. Alright. Leinster would not join. That's quite fine. I think we do want to improve relations with you. The sooner we can get them to be a vassal, the better. So we might as well get started on that. Wants my provinces. Come on. Come on, Leinster. Be realistic. Alright, let's blockade the Burgundian ships here for now. And then what we'll do is after we... Well, it'll be so easy to force them out of Picardy because I don't think there's any forts over here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how to read this screen yet, I'll admit. But it looks like Flanders has a fort. And I don't know. I don't actually know if a fort in Flanders would... is this what? This is their capital, so it's a capital fort. You automatically get one level of fort. I don't believe that this projects an area of influence, or whatever they're called. Propagate a zone of control. But even if it did, I don't think it would propagate to allies, would it? I don't know. Anyway, I think it'll be very easy to siege Picardy, in which case we can force these boats out and kill them. So I think we just declare war, right? I mean, what are we waiting for? Aside from maybe making the Papal State like us. You know, we should get them as an ally before the war as well. I'm willing to go over the relationship limit. I don't want a permanent relationship with Denmark, though. I'm willing to go over the relationship limit simply for the sake of getting this mission done, because I'd like to pick up another mission before the war. You know? I just think that that would be a pretty reasonable thing to do. Alright, so Papal State is now at 50, which is enough that if we stop improving relations and then ally them, we'll be at 100, which is all we need to get the mission completed, which will give us some papal influence. The pragmatic sanction. Alright. So be it. Papal State, send. I don't expect them to join our war. England gets influence in the Curia. So now it's a country modifier. Cool. Let's see if they are willing to join our war. Improve our prestige, improve relations with Brittany. Oh, cool. So instead of getting whatever it was before, now we get diplomatic reputation. Until 1446. So it looks like it's only about a year, but that's fine. Reclaim Armagnac? Nah. I'm actually going to take the improve our prestige, because I think it's pretty likely to happen in this war. Caracciolo has declared war. Very well. Alright, so that is it. Improve our prestige. I think we're ready to just dive in. We'll smash the Flanders army first. Papal State will not join, sadly. That's fine. Leinster will not join. Castile will join. Alright, let's do this. Look at that. Second video, we're already at war. So we can ignore these boats for now. We can ignore those boats for now. And we're just going to immediately go kill that. I could send a smaller army, intentionally setting it up so that the army can maybe flank a little bit better, but as long as the supply limit's high, I think we'll be fine. Our movement is locked now. Wondering, is there an easy way to tell when the movement will get locked? I mean, either way, we're going to catch them, so that's what we care about. And we're going to kill them quite handily. Alright, movement still gets locked for 1 day after a battle. So 21st, and this is Grasslands. There is a river, but we have 3 maneuver. He has no leader and a 1 maneuver, so we can avoid the river. We'll go ahead and shift consolidate, because I want them to be at peak fighting efficiency. The outer ones will be on the very edge, they don't matter. That thing always, that's scaring me. That thing makes me feel like they've been shattered or something, but no, they're just saying the movement's locked. I have to get used to that. Blitzkrieg. It's like playing Hearts of Iron 4. You just show up with a much larger army before they can consolidate. Our glorious navy has attacked our enemy in the channel. Okay, so Holland's light fleet is fighting my light fleet. I don't expect him to really come out. Let's send half the fleet to help out. 3-point-something war score from that. Cool. Did we just loot them? Was that what that was? Show province. Yeah, we just took 3.7 ducats just for being in the province. Wow. Cool. So looting is a loot bar now. It's no longer tied to finishing a siege. Well, I'm curious, can you loot a province that's been occupied? I assume you can. Well, we definitely don't want them to form up any more troops. What's this thing? What was that? What's this? What does that little symbol mean? Is that like a zone of control thing? Might be. Might just be. That is a fort that is not active, so that's good. Well, how many troops do they have out there? There's 32,000 troops out there, but 17,000 of the infantry are Castiles. Burgundy has 9, which must be down here somewhere. Burgundy, do you have military access through Barrois? Which is Provence. Provence hates not you. Do you have military access through them? Yes, you do. So there's going to be a 9 stack down here coming up. And how are we doing on like recovery and stuff? We have 80% normal recovery. Supply limit though is rather low in this area, so I don't think we want to send the whole army. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to create a new thing, and we're going to send. Let's see, how many? I don't even know. How many troops do we need to siege these things? When it has no fort level, do you need anything? Let's just try something crazy. We'll go stacks of about that many. And then we'll take this one, which is still slightly too large, but it's okay. In fact, I'm going to just consolidate these ones. We'll go down to, we'll lose 1 regiment, it's fine. And we're locked. Okay, so we've engaged the enemy. We've won. Wonderful news. There's a 4 stack up there that I'd like to kill. I'm just worried that the Burgundians will come from behind before I can respond if they go for one of these things. Oh, I can't actually march up there. Yes, I can. Oh, we're locked due to combat? That must be it. Okay, you guys can go back to protecting trade. You guys can go back to blockading. And, yeah, so this siege, it's just 1 siege phase, 100% chance. There's no fort protecting Grethel, and thus it will be fully occupied on the 7th of October. And it looks like we don't even need to have an army here. Regiments needed 1. I wonder, can we use a fractional regiment? What if I just left behind 260 troops? This is risky, but let's just see what happens. Movement block, oh, okay. Movement block to hostile fort in Holland. Taking control of an adjacent province will allow us to move here. Which, okay, so that must be what this symbol means then. I can't move there because I'm blocked by a fort. And there's a fort here and here. So I'm guessing it's that fort there that's preventing us from getting there, because when we get to Ghent, we have to take the fort. Okay. So that army, normally that's like, oh, I gotta kill that army. Now, that army is not something that we can actually get to. Well, let's do this then. Have I forgotten how to play this game? Movement block due to hostile fort in Namur. Where's the fort that's protecting that? Is it... Movement is blocked due to hostile fort in Namur. Okay, I don't really understand why I'm blocked here. There's a fort, but it's not active. I thought that if it wasn't active, it couldn't project a zone of control. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll siege a couple of them. Let's just get some stuff sieged. And see what happens then. There are mothballed forts in your country. Yes, there are. Too many diplomatic relations. I know. Looming disaster. I'm aware. Shall we bring more troops over? I think we will. And there are the Burgundians. I clicked the detach button and it left just 1 infantry behind. He is locked in movement, so he will go to Cambrai. That's useful to know. He's forced into doing this. So fighting is going to be a little bit more predictable now. We will be there on the 29th, and unfortunately he's probably going to go for my 1 stack, and he might be able to clip it. Uh-oh! Who's declared war on me? France. How much you want to bet? A personal union. We have formed a personal union with Leinster. Austria has cited succession war with us. Austria has gone to war with England over the Union of Leinster. So random, just completely random. We just ended up at war with our ally. Wow. Who's allied with Hungary, the Palatinate, Salzburg, and the Papal State. Can he bring them in, I wonder? Probably, because he is the war leader. Well, that's certainly interesting. I mean, he can't possibly get to our island. Our island is safe, but he most certainly, as the Emperor, he's still the Emperor, right? Yes, he is. They've changed a lot about the way that papal influence grows. We'll talk about that a little bit later, probably. But, so because he's the Emperor, he's going to have access to everything inside the HRE, which means he can definitely get over to me. So I've got to make this war end kind of quick. And as expected, he's going to cause problems. My flank there. And we've won the Siege of Rethel. I mean, just like that. It's pretty quick. And England occupied that one now as well. They've elected the Papal State. Okay. I do not think that we're going to be able to reinforce this army fast enough, but we'll try. And that navy is being forced out now. Oh, we did! We actually managed to salvage that fight. Cool. Let's see if we can maybe grab the weak one. We'll leave behind like the fresh stack that just got there, but these other ones, we'll retreat them to Calais. Oh, am I not able to do that now? May not retreat until tomorrow. Okay. So now... Yes. These armies, I want to retreat. No, why would you shatter down to there? That's not at all what I asked for. But okay. Well, that's because they're shattered. I don't have any control. Gotcha. Cambrai has come under the occupation of English control. Indeed it has. And we've just destroyed their ships. We're waiting on those troops to land. Yes, Austria has started to call in their allies. 40,000 infantry now against us. All over Leinster, of all people. My goodness. Alright, so we've got to go to Vlaanderen or Namur before we can go to Ghent. So let's split, and we'll take half the army that way. This army is going to have to just recover on its own. There's this new thing here that says how large the maximum fort level that we can siege. That's kind of cool. I'm going to pull these ships out. Our glorious armies have gone and attacked somebody. Cool. I have no doubt we're going to win both these wars, but this is a bit unusual. Gotta admit. Alright, so it appears that you have to be a little bit zoomed out. If you zoom too far in, you can't see the indicator. You gotta be zoomed out. So we're blocked there. Let's head to, well, I'm probably gonna need to send a navy or something down there to pick those guys up. That's probably more important than this, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's go help that fight, and then we'll come down that way. Austria now grants military access to Portugal. Oh, hey, you know what? Can I call in my allies? You would not honor the call. Let's cycle through our allies. Denmark, call to arms. Indeed. Papal State, call to arms. Fighting in another war together. Well, so? Not surprised to learn that Denmark has joined the war against Austria. Cool. Oh, the naval things get movement locked as well. I guess that would make sense, but I didn't realize. Well, there doesn't appear to be much of a Burgundian army like that can get kind of grouped up together, but these forts are definitely making it hard for me to kill that stack. I think the sooner we can get the sieges going on the actual forts, the easier it'll be to move around. And look at that, yeah, this fort's going to take a lot of effort. We do need to get this thing blockaded. It's so frustrating! There's a little one stack right there, and I want to kill it, but I can't get to it. That's actually really changes the way that the game plays. I'm excited about this. Yeah, you can see the zone of control down there. Portugal's going to lose, of course. That's fine. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break here, but I do look forward to seeing you in the next video as always. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you soon.